Hello, this is Dr. Bouvier with Dr. and You, and you came to this video to learn a little bit more about the mobile health and telemedicine portion of the website. Underneath the first video, which tells a little bit more about the mobile health and telemedicine, the second video is what this video is all about, and it'll answer a few of the questions that are listed on the website. So let's get to it. What is a very private and why do I need it? Well, very private is very simply the information that we share, we keep very private. It's not recorded. It's between you and I, and we give you a copy of it, and you have the copy of the information. Basically, what you have to do is let me know about what you're interested in, and we will take care of that very privateness that you're looking for. The second bullet was, why do I need access to medical care and my doctor when I travel? Well, very simple. Things happen, and I can tell you the last time we went on a cruise, in fact the only time we went on a cruise, two people in our party had emergencies. They were actually one person in our party had an emergency that actually they had to leave the boat, shipped out, have a heart cath done, and the second person had an emergency, but because I had brought some stuff with us, we were able to take care of that emergency right there, and with what the boat had. So things happen, and with the medical kits that we have, the personalized, customized, portable medication and medical kits that we give people for Dr. and You, and also for the business part of Dr. and You, for traveling businessmen, that medical kit is personally set up for you. We had a patient was traveling over to India, had palpitations. He thought it may have been his atrial fib coming back. He got into his medical kit, pulled out the iPhone that had the EKG on it, did the EKG. We looked at it through Skype. We were able to take his medications kit, give him something to help keep things calm. It was not the atrial fibrillation, even though we could have taken care of that as well, and we were able to get him through that emergency and not have a problem. He was able to keep his work going. Numerous examples of that. We've had to ship people out that have had fractured limbs, people that are working in remote areas of the world and have medical emergencies. Things happen, and to be prepared for them, to be ready for them, is vitally important. And chances are what you've done up to this point would probably not take care of a major emergency. Even transportation with medevac. You're on some foreign country and you need to get to quality health care quickly. You need a jet and a helicopter. Well, where are you going to find that? Well, we pre-arrange for that and we prepare for that. And so if you do have the need for that, we can make that happen in a very quickly, minimal amount of time. So the third bullet question was, what does same-day lab X-ray and medical consultants mean, and why do you need it? Why do I need it? Well, it's amazing to me that when somebody, take a woman, feels a breast lump, and she's got to get a mammogram and see the doctor, and it could be 3 weeks to get the mammogram and another month to get to go see the doctor. Well, that just doesn't make sense to me. Same day consultation, same day lab and X-ray means we do the study that same day or next day. Then we get you in to see the doctor that same day or next day. When you need care and you've got a question and it is important, then let's get that taken care of, and get it taken care of now. So we've got a group of people that think that same way, and will give you same day service. I've got over 300 patients down south as snowbirds, we call them in this area, and we have found ways to help them get same day service in their areas too when needed. So it's not just here locally. We can also take care of those things when you travel or you're at some other part of this country or out abroad for an extended amount of time. So the same day consultations for medical doctors, lab and X-ray is vitally important. So the next bullet, why do I have to worry about Obamacare and my future health care? Well, number one, the Accountable Care Act, as we affectionately call it, Obamacare, really is here to stay. And there is so much of the unknown there, and you can already experience, I'm sure you've probably heard about it or personally experienced it yourself, that the cost did not go down, it's gone up. I can give you numerous examples of that. The quality of care has not gone up, it's gone down. And the burden on the healthcare system, the logistic burden on the healthcare system, has more than quadrupled. And I can give you numerous examples of this. And you're caught right in the middle of it. When it takes more time to take care of non-patient contact, logistics, and paperwork, following rules and regulations that aren't consistent with quality improvement and cost containment, then the future of your healthcare is truly unknown. With Dr. and You can really rest assured that we're going to spend the time it takes to get your quality of care done, even if it takes us a little more paperwork and logistics to get that taken care of. Telemedicine and mobile health are one of those parameters, one of those things in medicine that a lot of people don't have access to, but it's really needed. I mean, I've got a lot of business executives, private individuals, people that can't get out of the house, that really rely on our telemedicine, our Skype calling, our paramedics and nurses that go out to the home, doctors that go out to the home. They really rely on that. Same way with business people. They don't want to wait for an hour in the doctor's office. They would like to get this stuff done at their place of business or where they're working, or have walk-in accessibility. So they really want that mobile health to be able to take care of things on the fly in a quick amount of manner, and that's basically what mobile health and telemedicine is about. It's that portion of medicine that is the technology that we have today has really expanded this part of medicine, and it's exciting to be able to utilize it. There again, many times insurance companies don't pay for that, but people want it as part of their health care. If you're the kind of patient who says, if my insurance doesn't pay for it, I don't want it, then you're not really practicing health care, you're practicing sick care, because that's what really insurance is about. Health care is about keeping you out of the hospital and emergency department, and delaying the onset of stroke, heart attack, and cancer for 30, 40 years, instead of you getting it at 60 or 70, 90 or 100, and you do that with quality. Insurance is not your health care. Key factor there, think about that. So the next bullet was, what is a community paramedic and why do I need that? Well, a community paramedic is basically similar to the paramedic that runs around the ambulance. We have a great EMS system, emergency medical system. The ambulance crews, the fire and rescue people, wow. You want their head in the game when there's an emergency. They understand it, they've trained for it, they've prepared for it. It's what they've practiced every day of their life. They really understand the emergency part of that. They'll be the first to tell you, however, that probably 9 out of 10 emergency calls really don't need to be transported, or they're really not emergencies, even though they take them to the hospital anyway. Why do emergency people, ambulance people, take people to the hospital? Very simply. They only get paid when they transport to the hospital. They only get paid for transportation, okay? What the community paramedic does is it takes those people that have been a kind of a revolving door, or go in and out of the hospital numerous times for the same thing. We pre-plan our attack there, because many times for the congestive heart failure patient, the COPD patient, the stroke patient, the sick patient, we know that is a chronic thing that's going to happen again, and we prepare for that. And the community paramedic allows us to access them 24/7 to do that emergent or urgent call to the house to maybe institute the therapy that their doctor would normally institute, but their doctor's 12 to 24, 48 hours from now. The community paramedic allows us to practice that form of medicine that helps people keep people out of the hospital. The other form for the community paramedic is truly for medical reasons. We've got people in businesses who half the time their employees have never been to a doctor before, or at least for that year, and they want to. The employer really wants to improve the quality of their life and actually have a good medical benefit. And to have a good medical benefit, we want to be able to, number one, keep people out of the hospital and emergency department. Number two, delay the onset of stroke, heart attack, and cancer for 30, 40 years. In order for us to do that, there are certain wellness things that really should be done a couple times a year, even quarterly sometimes. So many businesses that come on board with us from a mobile health, telehealth medicine or telemedicine aspect are businesses who want quality measures, wellness measures done on every one of their people. Why do the businesses people want to do that? Well, number one, we can usually talk to your insurance company and give you a 3 to 7% reduction in your premium almost immediately. Usually over a 2 or 3 year time period, we can reduce your premium by anywhere from 15 to as much as 30%. From an employer standpoint, if I can reduce your premium dollar even by 5%, that's usually huge dollars. I'll give you, for instance, we had in fact, I won't go into that example, but I can give you numerous examples, Mr. Businessman. Give me a call and I can show you how that can be done. Some businesses have even seen a 50% decrease in their premium dollars and improve quality measures for their patients, for their family, for their employees. Another question, so there's more about the community paramedic, and there's other information on the website, the Dr. and You website, to understand about community paramedic, and I encourage you, Mr. Businessman, to look into that and give us a call. We can expand that concept. Last bullet was, what is a personalized medication and medical kit, and why do I need it? Well, basically, have you ever had an emergency where you cut yourself and you're looking for a Band-Aid and can't find it, right? Or you're traveling and all of a sudden Montezuma's Revenge kicks in gear and you have to go somewhere to find the medication to take care of that, or you call your doctor and you struggle through that. Well, we prepare for those such things. We've got people with serious medical issues that still travel, that still want to create a lifestyle that gives them flexibility to travel to Europe, to Asia, to Mexico, down south in America, Canada, and they still want to keep an active lifestyle, but they do have medical issues they have to be careful of. Well, what the medical kit, the medication and medical kit, the personalized, customized, portable medication and medical kit is personalized to you. It's a packable thing. Usually has 10 to 15 medications in it, and any other devices or things that you might need in an emergency. Diabetics for a backup blood sugar monitor, blood pressure kit, a temperature kit, peak flow meter for COPD patients. A lot of these things you may not think about, but when you need them, if you have the kit, it's ready to go. So we really personalize these kits, and I can give you literally hundreds of examples of where people have used these kits and saved an emergency room visit. They get on Skype with me, they ask me, hey, this is the problem, what's going on, and I can say, hey, you can take care of it right now with your emergency kit, or they truly do need to go to the emergency room. It just really helps us treat people when they're out of touch, when they're out of pocket, when they're in some other country, some other state, somewhere else other than home, right? So that's what the personalized medication and medical kit. There's another YouTube video. If you go to the home page of Dr. and You and click on the kit, you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll further explain what I'm talking about and give you some examples of the medical kit. So this was the second video on the mobile health and telemedicine site. This is Dr. Robert Bouvier with Dr. and You. Please give us a call at 810-694-7412, 810-694-7412, and we'll be able to answer any questions you might have and push the purchase now button, and you can purchase the various things that we have on the website for you. If you want to personally get a hold of me, use Robert at robertbouvier.com. That's Robert at robertbouvier.com, and I can answer any quick questions you have for that as well. So again, this is Dr. Robert Bouvier with Dr. and You. You have a great day.